Hello guys and welcome back to the Cosmic Acad. In this video we are going to see what is Go routines and wait group in Go. So Go routines is nothing but it is made to handle the task concurrently in golang, right? We know the concept of thread. If you don't know the concept of thread, so every system has a thread and all the task, all the multitasking which we are doing is being handled by thread actually. So you can say thread is nothing but a hand of a system. So using that hand, system do multiple tasks at once. All right. But then in case of Golang programming, we have Go routines. So we cannot say Go routines is a thread, but we can say Go routines is Go routines is a basically lightweight thread. That what does that mean? That means actually Go routines, multiple Go routines, thousand of Go routines can concurrently execute on a single thread, right? And then of course system have multiple thread, correct? So this powerful features actually makes Go routine very powerful, and then we should be able to use this Go routines and perform all those multitasking very easily. And to be honest, this Go routine is very easy in Golang. So we are going to see what is Go routines, and then we are also going to see what is wait group and why do we use that. So let's assume a scenario where you need to send thousand of mails, right? Thousand of mails to the different user, and to send the mail, do you need to wait? No, you don't need to wait to send all those mails to a specific user, right? You just send those all notifications or mails. You don't have to wait for something, and that all should happen parallelly. What if those sending mail is going to be synchronized? That means you are going to send mail to the user 1, then only you are going, if that has been sent or failed, then only you are going to send to the second, and so on. That means there is a dependency on one another, and the user which is on line 1000 or 999 is going to be receive mail after 998. That's actually taking a lot of time, right? But then we have the concept of concurrency. Then we can say, okay, we'll use this concurrency and we'll send all those data, all those functionality will get executed at once. That's the concept of concurrency. And how we can achieve the concurrency, of course, we have Go routines defined there in Golang, right? It's as simple as that. And then how can we create a Go routine? So let's say I will create a function over here, and I will say, not function, func, and then I will say send mail, right? And then I will say fmt.println, and I will say email sent, right? We are going to just take a very simple example and we will understand how this Go routines works. So okay, we created this function, and then we are going to use this function over here. So I'll say send mail. All right, let me just clear this console and execute this, and we'll see how it works. We can see email sent is actually being printed onto the console, because this is just a simple method and we are not using this on a Go routine. We are not executing this on a Go routine. We know that multiple Go routine, thousands of Go routine can be executed parallelly or concurrently, right? But then why this is not executed on a Go routine? So let's assume this main function is running on a Go routine, main Go routine. Okay, I will just call this main function as a main Go routine. All right. So now we know that every program or functionalities which has to be executed for this Golang application will get directly or indirectly called inside this main function. And then if this main function will die, let's say this main Go routine will die, that means all of the Go routine which is associated with this main Go routine will die. That means whole application will die ultimately, right? But then how can we, very first question is, how can we launch this different Go routine, right? So we just need to use Go keyword in front of the function, so that this function will now be getting executed on a separate Go routines. It is no more present on this main Go routine, and main Go routine won't be interfering with this send mail. Okay, this will get executed as on a separate thread, or you can say separate Go routines, lightweight thread, correct? Let me just save it and I will show you the exact what is happening over there. So let me run this program once more and see what is the output over there. So we don't get any output, and why is that so? Because that's weird, right? Since we executed this functionality in previous scenario, we were getting this output onto the console, but this time we are not getting any output. That is because this, as soon as we'll put this go, that means this function will be treated as a go routine function, go function, right? So this will go on different go routines to be executed, and if that is a different go routines, of course this main go routine won't get blocked or won't get synchronized. It will start executing the next line of code, and in this case we don't have the next line of code. So this main go routine will understand, okay, we don't have any code left over there to be executed, so we can close easily, we can die ourselves, right? So that is what happening over here. This go routine will actually, main go routine will die, and ultimately this go send mail will die, right? So how can we wait for this go routine to be completed, right? We need to wait for this go routine, all those go routine, not a single go routine. We can have thousands of go routine to be completed first, then only we are going to say to the main function, okay, now you can die or whatever you want, right? So how can we do that? So we can say, okay, go routine basically says, okay, if you want to do that, if you want me to wait for all those go routines to be completed and then I will close myself, for that you need to use wait group. And how can we create a wait group now? So creating a wait group, we can say, okay, wait group, or in short, okay, let's name it properly, wait group, and then golang has basically sync package. So this time I'm going to use this sync package, and sync package has wait group. So I will use the wait group over here, and then we know that using this we should be able to tell this go routines or main go routine function to hold for all those go routines which is getting executed independently of this main go routines, right? How can we say that? So as soon as golang says, as soon as you trigger a go routine function, you just need to tell wait group that add this one go routine in your list, and for doing so you just need to say wait group dot add, there's one more function add, and then I'll say 1. That means one go routine is getting executed, and then you have to wait for this go routine to be completed or executed successfully. So this is fine, we have said this, and let's run this once more. Still we are not getting the output. Then what is the issue? Correct? So issue is nothing but, even though we say this to go routine or main go routine, okay, you add this one go routine in your wait group, that's completely fine, you have added that, but then when this functionality is executed or completed, you need to tell me back, okay, this particular go routine is completed, right? Then only we'll finally close this, right? Then only we will know actually that go routine is executed successfully and we need to proceed over, or we need to close whatever we want. But before that, you need to say me, okay, just wait for this specific go routine to be completed. So okay, I will say wait group. For that, wait group has one function, wait. So I'll say wait. Let me just save this and see if that works. You can see here is email sent we got, but then all go routines are asleep, deadlock. That means what? That means this way go routine will go in a deadlock situation, okay, and it won't close actually. Why? Because we are not saying back to the wait group that we are done executing. If we are going to execute any go routines on, basically execute any function as a go routine, we are adding that to the list in the wait group, right? We are saying wait group to add one item in the list, right? Now the wait group will have all those list. Let's say this is the list of the wait group. So wait group will add one item, one go routine in his list. in their list, right? Wait group has now one goroutine, but then we are saying goroutine to wait as well. So goroutine will say, okay, not goroutine, but the wait group will say, okay, I will wait until you are executing, you have executed successfully, right? So it will keep waiting over here, keep waiting until you will say me, okay, I am done with execution of all those goroutines. So you need to say that so that I can remove this goroutine from my list which I have added over here, correct? So how can we say that? So for that, we know if this functionality is completed or executed successfully, we need to say to the wait group from here itself, right? Then only it is possible that, okay, this functionality is executed. So for that, we need wait group access over this function, right? So let's modify this method signature. I will say just accept wait group over here, and this will accept sync dot wait group as a pointer. So we are going to use actually the same wait group wherever we need that, right? So now we have this. Then you just need to say wg, not wg, we need to say defer, and we need to say wg dot done. We have done functionality on the wait group as well. So once this functionality is done, this particular line will get executed. And what does this defer means? This defer is nothing. It will execute only after completion of all this code present inside the specific block. All right. So it will be basically executing at very last, even though we are writing it on the top. Cool. So now once we'll say this wait group dot done, what this wait group will do, since we are using the same wait group here, so it will just say, okay, we need to remove this one goroutine from here. So once we will remove this wait routine, once this send functionality is completed, that one goroutine will get removed from the list and wait group list, and if that is removed from the wait list, then this main goroutine wait group will know, okay, we don't have any item present there in the list. So we can smoothly close our application or smoothly proceed with the next functionalities, right? So I will say, okay, just send this wait group here so that it can work in expected way. Let's just save this and see if that works. Let me clear this console and run this program once more. You can see here, once email is sent, we don't get any error this time because we are saying this to wait group, okay, we are done executing, you can now close, right? Otherwise, this wait group will wait till the specific message is, transmitted over there, like we are done executing this goroutines, correct? So this way we can have n number of goroutines, and we can add all those goroutines in a wait group, and then wait group will wait for all those goroutines to be executed. And once the execution is done in all those functionalities, we need to say, okay, we are done. And how can we say that? Using the wait group dot done function, right? This way we can achieve concurrency or parallelism in case you can say, and this is as easy as that. You can launch 10,000 of goroutines. Okay, so if you guys are having any issues, any problem, please let me know in the comment section. I will try to answer all of those as early as possible. So thank you guys, keep subscribing my YouTube channel, and then if you like, please like as well and do share.